Hello and welcome to Craftbuds. This is your crocheter Mahnur, and in today's tutorial I will show you how you can crochet this beautiful tube top as a beginner. To make this tube top, I'll be using this Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It's a 141 gram ball, and with this yarn I'll be using a 5.5mm hook. You will get these small details such as a hook size and the yardage of the yarn on the label of the yarn. To begin with the tube top, the first thing we need to do is measure the chest size. Here in this picture you can see the chest size is 22 inches, but I'll make the foundation chain of 20 inches. I will leave a gap of 2 inches between the two ends of this tube top so that I can style it with the straps. Now that I know the chest size, I will make the foundation chain of the same size. So I'll make my foundation chain of 20 inches and I'll show you what to do next. Here I have crocheted my foundation chain and it's exactly 20 inches long. While measuring your chain with the tape measure, make sure you don't stretch this chain. Another thing you can do is make the chain and size it up to your chest. You don't have to use a tape measure at all. After making the foundation chain, here you have to choose your stitch. I am using double crochet for my tube top. For this, I will insert the hook in the third chain from the hook and I will make my double crochets. So I will yarn over and insert the hook in the next stitch and I will pull up a loop. Now I will keep on making double crochet up till the end of this round. Once again, you can use any stitch of your choice. Either you can work with single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, or any other variation of these stitches. Just make sure that your grip is not too tight. And with this in mind, I'll complete my row and I'll show you how it looks. Here I am at the end of my second row. This strand that you see, this is the first 3 chains that I made, and I'll make my last stitch above these 3 chains. Now I will show you how you can start the next row. Well, the process of making the tube top is really simple. We just have to repeat these rows until we reach to the desired length. But what we have to consider is starting and ending of the rows. So to start the next row, I'll chain 3 and I will flip the work. Now since I've made my last double crochet above the 3 chains, I will not insert the hook in the very first chain and make a double crochet out of it. Instead, I will go to the next stitch and I will make my double crochet in that. So in this project, I'm considering the first 3 chains as the first double crochet. And you just saw how I start the row. This is how I will start all of my rows in this tube top. And then I will keep on crocheting double crochet up till the end of the rows. And now when I'll complete this row and I will come to the end, here I will make a double crochet on top of these 3 chains as well. And when we begin to start the next row, we will not insert the hook in the very first stitch because we are considering the first 3 chains as the first double crochet. So instead of going in the very first stitch, we will go into the next stitch and make the double crochet in that stitch. And just like this, I will begin and end my rows and I will make this patch long enough and I will show you how it looks. Okay, so this is how my tube top looks after I've made 14 rows. I think this is a perfect length for my knees, and now what I will do is I will make the straps for this tube top. The straps will be really easy. All we have to do is make a long foundation chain. Now we will start making the foundation chain from where we have left. This is the last double crochet of my last row, which is row number 14th, and I'll begin crocheting my foundation chain from here. You can make this foundation chain as long as you want, but right now I think 100 would be enough, so with that in mind, let's begin crocheting this foundation chain. I'll crochet mine and I'll show you what to do next. Here I have made 100 chains, and I think this is long enough for me. Now I will make sure that these chains don't have any twist in between, and I'll lay them straight just like this until I reach to the end of the chain. Just make sure that the chain is straight and there is no twists in this chain. Now that I'm at the end of this chain, I'll begin crocheting slip stitches on the top chains. So insert the hook in the loop and flip it. Now it's the back side of the chain, and now I'll begin crocheting slip stitches on the top chains. Just like this, I will crochet slip stitches in each of the stitches. Make sure that the grip of these slip stitches is not too tight. Since I've made 100 chains, the slip stitches would be of the same amount. So now all you have to do is make slip stitches in these chains, and just make sure that your grip is not too tight. I will make mine and I'll show you how it looks and what to do next. Here I am at the end of my row. I'm on my last stitch. After completing the slip stitches rows, I'm not gonna cut off the yarn and go to the next side to make the foundation chain and slip stitches. I will simply carry it on from here. So from here I'm inserting the hook in the V, in the entire V that I have. Just like this, we have this V on top of the stitch, and I will make my slip stitches in this V. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with the slip stitch edging. It will look really cute. Okay, so now I'll slip stitch this entire row and I will show you what to do next. And here I am at the last stitch. This is the 2 chains that we make in the beginning of the round. I'll insert the hook in the very first stitch and I will make a slip stitch. From here on, I will start making my foundation chain of 100. So now I will complete my 100 chains and I will get back to you guys. Here I have completed the chains. Once again, I will lay the chain straight and I will make sure there is no twist in the chain. Now that I'm at the end of this row, here I will not crochet slip stitches on the top chain. Instead, I will turn this upside down like this, and I will now crochet my slip stitches in the top chain. So in this strand we didn't flip it, but we turned it upside down. Now these chains, these slip stitches will not come on the top side, but it will come on the bottom side. It will come on the down side. Okay, so I will complete my slip stitches and I will show you what to do next. Again, I'm on the last stitch. I will make one last slip stitch in this chain, which is the chain 2 that we make at the beginning of the row. And here finally I will cut off the yarn. And I will fasten it off. Now with this, the tube top is ready. Here you can see this will be the back side. You can obviously style it in the front too. Now if you are looking for the loop for this strap to pass through, so if you remember, we made 2 chains at the beginning of each row. Let me zoom it in. Now here you can see while starting the row we made these 3 chains. We will use them as a loop, the buttonhole for these straps to pass through. Here I am passing these straps from the 2 chains that I have made. There is a hole here, a small hole, so I'm passing these straps through those holes. And you can weave in the straps just the way you want. And this is the front side, how the front side would look. And this is how we make a tube top. I hope you like the tutorial of tube top and the tube top itself. We will be making more videos like this to help you out in your crochet journey. Let us know what you want to learn and we will make a video on that subject. Thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time.